What exactly is a narcissistic individual, and what are some signs to watch out for that you could potentially be dealing with a narcissistic individual? A narcissist isn't someone who is simply confident or self-assured. What they are is arrogant and entitled. True narcissism is a pattern of manipulative, self-centered behaviour rooted in a deep need for control, admiration, and power, usually at the expense of those closest to them. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, they usually have that grandiosity. Narcissistic individuals see themselves as better than everyone else. They think they're the most talented, the most attractive, the most intelligent, the most victimised. Even if there's no evidence of any of this, they often go all out to exaggerate their achievements or make up stories to appear more impressive. They want others to admire them and believe in the inflated version of who they sell themselves to be. Narcissistic individuals lack empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand how others feel. Narcissistic individuals don't have that ability. They deeply struggle to understand how others feel. They might see you upset. They don't particularly care. Instead, they ignore your pain, they mock it, or even use it against you. It's not that they can't see that you're hurt, it's they don't see you as important as them. They need that constant validation and attention. Narcissists need constant praise to feel good about themselves. They want to be told that they're the most amazing, most successful, most attractive person in the world. When the attention stops, that's when they sulk, that's when they lash out or do something dramatic to hurt you or to get the attention back. They rely on others to boost their self-esteem because deep down they feel insecure. Narcissistic individuals are incredibly manipulative. They're the experts at getting everything their own way, whether it's guilt-tripping, lying, or giving you the silent treatment. They even go all out to pretend that they're the victim. They twist situations so that they can remain in control. More often than not, you don't even notice any of this at first, but you often feel confused or guilty around them. Narcissists have a sense of entitlement. They simply do not think that the rules apply to them. However, they believe those rules apply to you. Narcissists believe that they deserve special treatments, but they don't think you deserve special treatment. They don't think they need to reserve a table at a busy restaurant, but they think everybody else should wait for them to be seated and everybody else needs to reserve the table. They expect others to meet their needs without question. If they're asked to wait, to follow rules, or to compromise, they can react with anger and like they're being unfairly treated. Narcissistic individuals go all out to shift the blame. They don't say, "I'm sorry, that was my fault." Instead, they find a scapegoat to take the fall for their behaviour. They use somebody else to blame, usually the person closest to them. If your feelings get hurt by them, they'll just accuse you of being too sensitive. If they cheat or lie, it's because you weren't paying them enough attention or the other person wouldn't leave them alone. They twist things to the point where you end up apologising to them for the things that they've done to you. They have two very distinct faces. They have the admiration face, where they're looking for the attention, and the envious face, where they're looking to take someone down that they're envious of. However, they also have two faces, one in public, where narcissists can be charming, friendly, generous, kind, supportive. However, At home, their true selves appear. They're cold, calculated, critical, selfish. And this double life makes you believe that no one would even believe you, even if you dared to speak out against them. Because of the public persona that a narcissist sells so well, everyone sees the narcissist's good side. Narcissistic individuals are incredibly envious of others, usually why they devalue, sabotage, destroy, gossip, tear everybody else down so that they can feel better about themselves. Narcissistic individuals hate seeing others do well, especially if it makes them feel inferior. If you get praise, attention, or you have some form of success, a narcissistic individual will go all out to downplay it, or to take the credit for it, or to try and make you feel guilty in some way. They struggle to be happy for others because they lack the empathy to care. Deep down, they feel threatened by other people's happiness and success. Narcissists are incredibly exploitative. They will take as much as they can. Your time, your money, your love, your effort. Yet they give little to nothing in return. They see people as tools to get their own needs met. Once you've outlived your usefulness to a narcissistic individual, they will discard you or blame you for not doing enough by them. These behaviours are often subtle at first, but over time they cause those deep emotional wounds. Recognising the signs early on is the first step to protecting yourself from a narcissistic individual's manipulation.